What makes Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Warren Buffett stand out in a world full of geniuses? Their popularity does not solely depend on their eccentric ideas or professional skills. Rather, their net worth has led them into uproar worldwide. They have bagged so much money that it will require them hundreds of years to spend. But how did they manage to survive and penetrate through an economically recessed era? How can you at least be 1% of these personalities? For this, you must earnestly want to know the answers. Welcome back to Habits of Wealth. Today we'll be diving into and trying to solve financial mysteries through Robert Kiyosaki's lens. We'll discuss why the rich become richer and the poor remain so. But before we begin, let it be known that more such life-changing advice is on their way, so make sure you've subscribed. Let's begin. What makes a person rich? How does money work for a person? It's not your fault if you are born poor. However, if you die poor, the responsibility lies on your shoulders. You must have heard this statement a trillion times, but how can you switch to being rich? Kiyosaki makes the long story short with a swag-sprinkled one-liner. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich have money to work for them. Kiyosaki supports his statement by putting forth the theory of fear and greed. People live with a phobia of having to live a life scarce of money. This fear becomes their driving force to consume all their energies and earn more and more. As time passes and they get their payment hikes, their expenditures go up parallel to their income. The expenditures keep escalating twice the pace of their payment increments, which is more like running on a hamster wheel. On the contrary, the rich brain will never constrain their mental and physical capabilities just to serve their employers. Rather, they invest and make their money work for them. Like the two kids in Rich Dad, Poor Dad pitched their first business and earned a handful of money in their educational institute. Hence, launching your own business and selling your ideas will guide you from the darkness of poverty to the light of being rich. Kiyosaki is an aggressive and strong ambassador of executing your business instead of being recruited as an employee. He reckons that the corporate sector is a distraction and will never let you get away from the hectic jobs with moderately enough wages per month. Why is financial literacy crucial? Stepping into a domain and being its godfather is not an easy task to achieve. To become a genius in a specific domain, you need to take baby steps. The foremost step in becoming a rich person is to get an insight into economic trends and basic terminologies. Kiyosaki emphasizes learning the difference between liabilities and assets. He again straightforwardly distinguishes rich people from poor ones through a blunt statement. Rich people acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. Do you want to earn plenty of money and want to be rich? Do you want to buy yourself a penthouse or your dream car? Do you love globetrotting and cannot wait to visit your favorite place? If you have your goal market, you should also know the basics of your selected domain. You must know the surrounding details and contemporary trends of the endeavor you are willing to adopt shortly. Similarly, if you yearn for money, you must have critical intelligence or at least a good knowledge of business trends and basic terminologies like liabilities and assets. The book Rich Dad, Poor Dad educates its readers and unleashes the knowledge of liabilities and assets. Assets include all sources of income a person possesses, like stock market shares, property, and business. Assets are the powerhouse of income as they make money for their owners. On the other hand, liabilities are factors, instruments, or objects that cause a person financial debt. These are the consumption factories that consume enough of your money and produce no gain. Instead, liabilities are paid by the owners and cause regression of savings of a person. Thus, it is essential and fruitful for a person to collect their assets instead of increasing the liabilities that require extra maintenance. These liabilities primarily cause an increase in expenditure of the person. That is why the rich dad wants us to collect more assets than liabilities. Rich people try to buy their assets by purchasing a share during a recession and selling it later on when the prices fluctuate. At the same time, poor and middle-class people will buy liabilities like homes, cars, and other gadgets. A house may seem to be an asset for many, but a house is a liability that requires emotional, physical, and financial investments. Above all, the most valuable loss that a person may underpin is lost opportunities. Employees are void of creating opportunities for themselves through their businesses and creativity. They might not be able to run and execute their plan for their own life. Never let your hypothalamus rule you. It's not only friends suggesting you overlook what people say and not overthink. Kiyosaki suggests you not get swayed away by emotions and believe in what people say. When you are dealing with fiscal factors, emotions are not an entity to pack. More specifically, Kiyosaki suggests his admirers not to get influenced by fear. He believes fear and other emotions will only impede your growth and might give you the creeps during market value fluctuations. When share prices decline, people get scared, run away, or sell up. Fear also has a deteriorating impact on a person, as it doesn't let a person think out of the box and earn money other than from the corporate sector. The person keeps on working as an employee, as his fear of falling broke drives him to keep working for a moderately enough wage. When on the other hand, the person can go for several other options. Kiyosaki elaborates on the scenario. Fear keeps people in this trap of working hard, earning money, and hoping that it will reduce their fear. Hence, the person must not let their fear take away their chance of becoming rich. Hope this video has inspired you to look beyond your fears and just try something out. If it did, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe. If you are looking forward to effective financial advice and want to flood your bank accounts through strategic planning, Rich Dad Poor Dad should be your next read. You can also join his community by signing up for free.